We are finally at the tail end of this beastly looking route that I've been working on for several projects. This is the last piece. Gonna be sad to see her go, but it's gonna be good to finally be done with the difficulty. Everything else seems boring now because this thing just does so much. I'm not sure where I'm gonna pick the center on this. I'm gonna probably try to do sort of similar to the last one, but not. I might bring the center further out this way. I'm not sure yet. I gotta cut this off because that's just gonna catch on my lathe here, or my motor for my lathe. But I'll be right back after I get this trimmed up. I want to try to keep this in. That's my primary objective right now, is to keep that in. That is pretty darn cool. I didn't even sand it, but it feels like glass. This here doesn't matter too much. I'm losing most of that. I'm trying to go up the side more, but I don't know if I'll lose that if I do. That's why we're just going one little bit at a time. Stop off and then check. Darn it. It already changed. Just that little bit and it already changed. Still got this purple and orange down here. Alright, I'm gonna sand up. I think this is good enough for the bottom. Looks kind of unique. And that's what I was going for, is unique. So I'm gonna sand this up from probably 120 to 320, maybe to 400. I'm not sure. It depends on how it sands up. And I'll bring you guys back when I'm done with that. I'm gonna coat this with shellac, like most of my projects. But I don't say this very often, but I make my own shellac. Literally all I do is I buy the flakes, blonde shellac flakes. Usually if this thing's empty, I'll fill it about halfway full of flakes, and I'll put denatured alcohol in it. Just, that's all it takes. Makes it last longer to me, because if I buy a pint of it, it goes bad before I get it all used. So this way, I make it as I use it. Let's see how pretty this thing looks. no matter how sharp my tool is, this right here keeps just, I don't know what the problem is. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I was hoping to go further down and get all these tops, you know, this color right here. But I'm going to lose too much of my bowl if I do. I already lost quite a bit right here by going too wide on the inside. But it'll still be a good bowl. You know, like candle holders and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to sand this up. Use my sandal flex in here a little bit. I'm going to bring it back when I get it all sanded up and we'll get the finish on. Alright, I'm going to do this for a little bit, put a couple coats on it, and I'll show you guys when I'm done with it. Alright, folks, here we have it. This is the last piece of that big root. I've gotten 3 bigger bowls and 1 tiny bowl. Go through my list of videos and you'll see all 4 of them. This is the final one. Actually, technically I got 5 because I have another one that I did with the scraps from these pointy stickers here. But yeah, it's been fun. Some of them were a bit of a headache because they had all kinds of sand and gravel in them, but they all turned out fantastic. Like, right, look at that. So you got some orange in there too, right over there. We got saved a little bit of that I was talking about that I wanted to save. Doesn't look nearly as good as it did before I continued cutting, but I had to continue cutting. Mistakes on here, there's a few. Right there, I couldn't figure out how or why it kept just, what do you call it, fraying out or whatever. Didn't matter how sharp I sharpened my tools, it just kept doing it. In here, I got some marks in there. It's smooth, but something happened there. But, yeah, I love the, I don't think you can call it bark because it's a root, but like the skin on it is purple. Managed to save most of that. I think right here is a part that I couldn't save. It just kept flaking off. Another one right there. Real sharp point right here, like a letter opener, I guess you could use it for. But yeah, I think it looks pretty decent. I think it looks pretty good. It's not very tall, but it's decorative. That's what I wanted it for. I ended up doing about 2, maybe 3 coats of shellac. And then I went and sprayed this with polyacrylic. And it just does the trick. I love it. It's absolutely amazing. There it is. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's always fun to have people see what it looks like on the inside. It's good to share it with people. As always, don't burn it, turn it, and have fun doing it. I'll see you guys on the next one.